What is good? We are going to go pick up my dream car right now. I had no idea that I was gonna even buy this car until about an hour ago. Yeah, so I didn't even have time to get someone to film the video. So we're gonna go raw vlog style with the camera. Hopefully I can capture a decent amount of this. Got a wide lens, so it should be good. I saw a vehicle on the Mercedes website that I really like and the spec that I wanted, and I decided to pull the trigger. I mean, it flies off the shelf like crazy, so I decided to just pull the trigger and we're headed straight to the dealership to go get the car. I also got a cashier's check with the money ready to go. You'll be wondering, why am I even getting a car in the first place? Because I have this really sick Tesla Model X Plaid. This thing's an absolute beast. 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. It does everything that I need a car to do. I haven't had a gas car since I was a broke college kid. I had a Honda Civic, like 1997. So going back to a gas car is going to be pretty weird because these cars are so easy to maintain and just so easy to drive. I mean, half the time I'm not even driving. Convenient, basically drives itself the whole time. But I decided that I finally need a gas car, and what better way than to go and just pull the trigger on an AMG G63. Just a sick car, at least in my opinion. So I'm really excited. I negotiated pretty well over the phone, I think. Obviously over MSRP, because these cars just go over MSRP. They're luxury vehicles, they're in very high demand, and a lot of people like them. So yeah, you're gonna be paying more than what you would expect, or at least over the sticker price. Out the door, it's gonna be $260,000, but I think it'll be well worth it when I get behind the wheel and I start driving this thing. Headed there right now, and I will pick back up when I'm there at the dealership. What's up, guys? It is currently 7 a.m. the next day after taking delivery on my car, and I'm going through all this footage right here, and I'm realizing that everything that I recorded, which was almost 2 hours of footage, so me signing for the vehicle, my live reaction to seeing it for the first time right here, as you can see, none of the audio is actually captured. So I went through the whole vehicle, I did my first rev, the super nice sales rep was showing me the whole car and giving me a bunch of tips and tricks. None of this was actually captured, or none of the audio was captured. So I don't think any of this is even usable, just because you can't hear anything, which yeah, kind of like defeats the purpose. Like, I thought I got a lot of really solid clips and I was super excited to look at it. So here we are, and none of the audio works. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang out with my cousin today, and I decided that I'm gonna bring my camera and I'm gonna just have him help me, and I'm gonna go through the whole vehicle. I'm gonna do the exterior, the interior, showcase, little review, and you guys will see what it looks like in depth. So all good, and that'll be in a couple hours. So I will see you guys in the next clip. What's up, guys? So we are finally here with the 2026 AMG G63. So let's start from the front, show you guys how much of an absolute beast this thing is. As you can see, we got this thing in matte black. We also got the night package, which pretty much blacks out all the emblems. Got this right here, which is the Asphalt Marbach. Cameras on the bottom. These LED lights are pretty sick. Big LED lights. This as well is kind of like the turn signal, and also the 22-inch sick rims. I didn't want these red either. I think it looks a lot cleaner, just gray. AMG badge, V8, bi-turbo. Look at these doors. This door's gotta weigh like 500 pounds because you can't just shut it. You have to actually slam this thing. You got the exhaust pipes on the side. Those are so mean. It's crazy. Two on each side, 22-inch wheels. And I just think like this, it looks so clean. I'm so glad I got this color because I was debating between either doing glossy black, which is like the obsidian black, or the matte. And I think the matte just looks so much more masculine. We got the AMG logo right here in black. We got the Mercedes in black, and then the G63. And these are supposedly vents. You can actually feel the hot air coming out. Kind of cool. This is the trunk. Decent amount of room. Nice handle right here. And then, yeah, it's a lot of room actually. I got stuff inside. Let's go to the front and I'll meet you inside. Turn this guy on. Oof. Then you have the option to switch from comfort, sport. That's where it starts to sound like an absolute beast. Let me just rev it real quick. Oh my God, look at the exhaust tips. Zoom into those exhaust tips. Oh my, whew. You got the paddle shifters right here, which I don't really know how to use, but I'll figure that out at some point. We got the vents, these cool little vents. You can see the ambient lighting. So we got full carbon fiber trim. Looks pretty nice here, here. Also the steering wheel, I ended up getting in carbon fiber. I think it looks super cool. The initial model that I wanted to buy, which I was kind of debating between, which was a gloss black on black, it didn't have the carbon fiber, so I'm pretty stoked that I went with this option. Oh hell no, bro, the cops pulled up. Nah, you can see that the screen is now touchscreen. Before, I guess, used to have to just use this, so they made that change. We also got the comfort mode, which you can play around with like massage chairs, which is crazy, as well as the ambient lighting. You're not gonna really see the ambient lighting right now because it's daylight, but if you know what these Mercedes look like at nights, it's next level. Got this big old carbon fiber manufacturer handle, cup holders, phone rest. Got a little bit of room. If you're a center console, you can adjust the chair like this. We got the Burmeister surround sound. These things look super cool. Supposedly these are like top notch. Got them all around. And then you have the sunroof up here, which I don't know how to actually like, oh, it's manual. Did not know it's manual, that's weird. You have this expensive car and then you have a manual sunroof. That's interesting. I wonder if you could open that, let me see. Oh, there you go. So just vents?
I think so. I don't think it opens all the way.
No way. Bro. Anyway, let's go to the back because that's pretty much everything in the front. The back is also pretty self-explanatory. 3 seats, not much room, actually, surprisingly. Even though this car looks so big, there's not that much room in the back. White seats, as you can see. Is this, oh, cup holders, I guess. Still getting used to the car, but I was hesitant on getting the car mainly because of the white interior. I just thought that it wouldn't really match, but now looking at it, it makes the car really pop and I actually really like it. So super happy overall. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. So yeah, that is the car, and honestly, just sitting here in this thing right now, it just feels so surreal. Not even because of the car itself. It is an amazing, super sick car, but more about what it represents and what it means to me. Literally just a few years ago, I was a broke college kid studying finance, which honestly, I had no idea what I was doing with. I think I was probably just doing it to please my parents at the time. And now I'm sitting in a fully decked out G63 because I randomly decided to pull the trigger on a Thursday afternoon. And the craziest part about this is that I wasn't even remotely thinking about buying a vehicle. I've been just so focused on my businesses, buying properties, investing into the stock market, specifically the S&P 500, but just making smarter decisions with my money. So I haven't been thinking about doing anything for me. Then, as you guys saw, I just so happened to see the exact spec that I wanted on the website, and then I pulled the trigger. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first picked up the vehicle, I thought I was gonna feel this insane amount of emotion, adrenaline, excitement, but it honestly just felt pretty normal. And that sounds so crazy for me to say because most people would literally die for a moment like that. But without sounding like a complete moron, I think that's actually the whole point, right? The car is really cool, but what is way cooler is to have the freedom to make a decision like this without overthinking it. Because back in college, broke Andy would have been over calculating things, stressing out, and probably just talking myself out of doing anything like this. And now it's just like, okay, let's do it. Same day, same afternoon. And that freedom came from staying consistent with building something real, showing up when things aren't exciting, putting in the work when nobody's watching, and really just doing what I need to get done when I don't want to do it. So if you guys are in the grind right now and you're wondering if any of this will amount to anything or if it leads anywhere, it definitely does. You just have to stick with it long enough for it to compound. So now I'm not going to sit here and give you guys some big motivational speech because I just don't think that helps. But what I will say is this: if you guys stay consistent with something that matters to you, eventually you're going to look up and you'll have progressed to a completely different place than when you started. And that is really all there is to it. I know this isn't the typical type of content that I post, but I thought it would be really cool to share. If you guys want to see more content, lifestyle content like this, make sure to let me know in the comments. And other than that, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.